Michigan Magazine is kept on the road by our many Michigan friends. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts. Experience the beauty, artistry, and taste of northern Michigan. Come to Amish Country Natural Products on Mount Tom Road, north of Mile, just off M33. From arts and crafts to fresh foods and vegetables, all natural, all local, all good. Stop by and get acquainted with Amish Country Natural Products, 1454 North Mount Tom Road, Mile. On this week's Michigan Magazine, we are heading to Holland, Michigan, that is. No, it's not another Tulip Festival story. It's the story of music, music makers, and the makers of music makers. We're talking guitars, my friend. World-class guitars handcrafted by this man, Langjans, who has created beautiful, one-of-a-kind instruments for entertainers such as Thom Bresh, Jerry Reed, and John Michael Talbot. Then on this week's show, we bring you highlights of the 2015 Predator Roundup, the third annual in Luzerne, Michigan. It was a record turnout of Michigan hunters at this small northern Michigan community. Stay tuned, it's all coming up on this week's Michigan Magazine. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare, what began as a crazy idea among 9 police officers to purchase the historic Clare City Bakery quickly became an international phenomenon, carrying on a Michigan tradition with delicious donuts, pies, pastries, breads, original coffee, and more, plus a full menu at the new adjacent traffic stop diner. Downtown Clare, a winning combination, Cops and Donuts. Hale Hardware, your do-it-center in Hale, Michigan. Much more than a regular hardware store, providing everything you need for whatever your project is, along with a knowledgeable sales staff to get her done. Serving northern Michigan since 1946. Hale Hardware, south of M65 at Ainsley in Hale. The Michigan-made rebounding mailbox pole. Never again worry about the winter snowplow taking out your mailbox with this ingenious rebounding pole. Your mailbox takes a hit and keeps coming back year after year. Call now or visit their website, toughmailboxes.com.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of Michigan Magazine. We're here in Holland, Michigan. Yes, it's famous for its tulips, and as you can see, it certainly is not Tulip Festival time. But we are here for a special reason. There's a gentleman here who makes handcrafted guitars by the name of Langjans. And he is a man who makes handcrafted guitars for the likes of Jerry Reed, Thom Bresh, and religious guitarist John Talbot. And Dell's going to tell us how he makes his guitars. He's going to show us how he makes his guitars and the beautiful sounds that comes out of there. Dell, could you explain to us, first of all, welcome to Michigan Magazine, and thanks for having us down here.
Thank you.
In your house of music, so to say. How long have you been doing this?
Over 20 years now.
Over 20 years.
Built over 600 guitars.
Wow. 600 guitars.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever got you interested in making these handcrafted guitars?
Well, I had a little music store, much smaller than what we have now, where I just sold guitars and did repair work and had repaired so many guitars and built so many parts for guitars that I decided to build one, which wasn't real difficult after the repair work experience I've had. So I built one, and consequently I received several orders after that. So it just kind of developed.
You're a musician yourself. Is that how it started? I mean, you're playing in a band or something? And
yeah, I played in several bands and took lessons on lots of different instruments, and consequently got involved in the music business and the retail and selling and repairing and electronics. I went to school for electronics.
What drawed you to the guitar?
It's just kind of my favorite instrument. It's kind of a complete orchestra all in itself.
Was this inherited more or less in the family, or did your dad or your mom
Sort
play?
of, yeah. We had quite a musical family, and we all the whole family took music lessons and of some sort, piano and guitar and accordion and horns and everything, and so we all had a musical upbringing, which helped an awful lot.
Now this particular guitar right here, Del, could you explain this to us? What kind of a guitar?
This is called a classical guitar, which about half of the guitars I build are classical guitars. They have nylon strings, and they're built primarily for playing classical music. I've built a lot of these for professors of music in colleges where they teach classical guitar. John Michael Talbot plays 2 of my classical guitars. Jerry Reed is in country music field, but he plays his music on a classical guitar like this. Looks very similar to this, except it has a cutaway like this here. A little bit different style. And this is my favorite kind of guitar. I love classical guitar music, like Segovia and Christopher Parkening and that type of thing.
Yeah.
This guitar has a lot of exotic woods. It has a European spruce top, ebony fingerboard. The back and sides are Brazilian rosewood, which is the most difficult wood to get nowadays. Very expensive. And,
Very beautiful.
Yeah,
Very
it's
beautiful.
just gorgeous wood. Neck is Honduras mahogany with an ebony inlay all the way through. There's almost 100 hours in building this guitar.
100 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sells for $2,500.
Wow.
This is my
But-
most expensive guitar.
Yeah. But a real classic. But what I'm familiar with and is the one that Thom Bresh plays. He really, whenever he's on public broadcasting, I've seen him on the Austin City Limits, and
Sure.
he always gets up there, and when he does his song and plays his guitar, his instrumentals, why he always says, this guitar is made from a gentleman from Holland, Michigan. He always gives you a good plug there.
He does.
And he's a very fine guitar player. Now, what guitar, is this similar to his guitar?
Thom has 3 of my guitars. He has one of these, and he has an electric guitar that I built, and he has one similar to this one hanging here. That's very highly decorated with all the abalone in it, all the mother of pearl, and the electronics. This has all the sophisticated electronics in it. We built all that too. This guitar, by the way, is finished and is going to Bruce Carroll in Nashville, Tennessee. He doesn't even know it's finished yet. I just finished it. And Bruce Carroll is a Christian musician. He just won a Grammy Award.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Bruce Carroll.
Yeah, he called.
On the Grammys this last year here,
Yep,
or this
yep.
past February.
Yep. But he called me a few months ago and had played one of my guitars and decided he liked it so much he had to have one too.
Great, great. Okay, you start with what?
We start with, I even start with wood rougher than this yet. I've already cut this from planks of wood. They're just big rough planks. I cut it on my bandsaw over there. And the sides of the guitar, I've got this far. These are cut to shape and to thickness, and they'll go and soak in a pan of water for a few days.
Okay. What type of wood is this?
This is a walnut.
That's walnut.
My lower price guitars I build out of walnut, and they start at $4.95. So lots of those. All my guitars aren't thousands of dollars. I try and make guitars
Like a commercial.
that
like a-
anybody can
like
afford.
right.
Yeah.
The commercial guitars start at a much higher rate, some of them.
Sure they do.
Okay.
But that's how the sides start, and then I'll put them on an electric mold. I don't have one back here. But after they come off the mold, they look like this.
So when they come off of the mold, now that's after
Yeah.
they've soaked in the water, and they
Yeah, they go on a cast aluminum electric mold, and they come off looking like this, and the 2 sides will be glued together with their series of bracing and so on. And
all right.
the top of the guitar, well, I've got these cut now, and then the next process will be to glue these together.
To make the back.
Yeah, to make the top and the back, and then it'll be cut to shape. For instance, like this here. I've got these patterns cut out.
I
This
see.
is just a template with all the bracing. Then I'll lay this on here and draw out the bracing and put the myriad of bracing inside the guitar. That's what gives the guitar its sound. It's a combination of quality of the wood, the thickness of the wood, and all the bracing inside, how well it's done, and the proper placement and so on.
Okay.
Here's the start of a neck right here.
Now that's made out of,
This is rosewood.
that's rosewood.
Yeah. This
now-
guitar has a rosewood neck. Some guitars have rosewood necks, some have mahogany, some have walnut. But there's a piece of rosewood.
And this wood comes from where?
This is India.
India.
Yeah. East Indian rosewood.
Would this be just American walnut?
Yep. American walnut.
Okay.
Brazilian rosewood.
Okay.
I use a lot of spruce from Alaska, Sitka spruce. My cheaper guitars use Sitka spruce. The better ones use European spruce. After this wood will be cut up and glued up into this kind of a form for the neck.
Oh,
Very
well,
rough.
Well, that'll be.
That's the next step.
Yeah.
And then I'll take that and I'll carve it out. And it'll end up looking like
boy.
this with some shape to it. I do that all by hand.
All by hand.
Yeah, there's no power tools at all used on this except for drilling the peg holes here.
That's quality.
Yeah, that's all done by hand.
Isn't that something? And how many hours? About 100 hours in these?
In some guitars, yeah.
Some guitars.
My guitars vary anywhere from 20 hours to 100. It depends on...
Tops is probably 100 hours?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
This neck is going on this guitar. This guitar is almost ready for the neck.
Okay.
It's all together, all the inlay is on, except for here. I just have to put a couple pieces in here yet. And then the neck will go on, dovetail neck.
Uh-huh.
And then the fingerboard, and this guitar will be ready to put in the spray booth to spray the finish on. We do that here too.
How in the world did Thom Bresh or Jerry Reed or Michael John Talbot there get a hold of you to make them a guitar?
Thom Bresh did a country and western show here in Holland at the Civic Center, and played at a local club here in town, and he came in the store and he played several guitars, and I also backed him up. When I played bass guitar, I backed him up here on a couple shows that he did in a restaurant. Jerry Reed ended up with my guitar through Thom Bresh, because Jerry Reed and Thom Bresh were acquaintances in Nashville and did some shows together, and Jerry Reed ended up playing one of my guitars and called me one Saturday morning and ordered one. So he has one. John Michael Talbot played a classical guitar that belonged to somebody else that had my name on it, and liked it well enough to look at the name and the address in there and give me a call. And he called me on the phone.
Beautiful.
I've never met him. I've never met Jerry Reed. It's just on the phone. Gordon Kreplin, a tremendous classical guitar player.
Okay.
Came in the store.
Del, thanks once again for being part of Michigan Magazine.
Thank you, Del.
Michigan Magazine is being brought to you in part by Luzerne Express Campground is the premier campground with everything to make your northern adventure complete. Modern and rustic campsites, equestrian campers welcome, a huge market with bakery and deli, nearby RV, hiking, and horse trails, along with a complete canoe, raft, and kayak rental. Visit us online, then call for more information and reserve your spot today. Your northern experience is never complete without a stop at the historic Ma Dieters of Luzerne. Enjoy the ambiance inside or outside on the huge patio area. Order from the complete menu with entrees served hot, fresh, and good. Come experience Ma Dieters in the heart of God's country, Luzerne, Michigan. Rose Valley Winery on Beechwood Road in Rose City. See what thousands are raving about, creating a delicious variety of award-winning Michigan wines. Stop by and taste for yourself. The taste of Michigan is yours at Rose Valley Winery. Rose City Drug, just south of the Rose City city limits at 2640 North M33, featuring a state-of-the-art, completely automated and extremely accurate computer-filled prescription process.
Here at Rose City Drug, we're a family-owned and operated for over 20 years. We offer fast and friendly service. We always take the extra step to make sure your needs are fulfilled.
They came from throughout the state. 100 hunters and 40 teams made their way to Luzerne, Michigan to report their predator take. It was Luzerne's third annual event designed to stem the increase in population of coyotes, fox, and bobcats. Some locations throughout the state have been seeing sharp increases in the predator population at this time of the year, creating a nuisance and danger to livestock and domestic pets. Earlier this year, on January 25th, a Lapeer County Sheriff's Mounted Division horse was wounded by a pack of coyotes along the Oakland-Lapeer County line. The horse had to be put down because of the injuries inflicted. Also in that same area, another horse from the Mounted Division was chased by coyotes on the same farm, resulting in gashes to the horse's abdomen. Reports of various farm animals and domestic pets being killed or missing have increased. The large packs are hungry in search of food during the mating season, and no animal, large or small, is immune to attacks. According to the organizers of the Luzerne Predators Roundup, it turned out to be a record for hunters and predators collected.
Oh, Barry, so much so. We've got over 100 hunters this year. I think 17 coyotes, 2 fox, one bobcat, record number, first time ever our trifecta's been fulfilled, which is a fox, a bobcat, and a coyote. That was won by the Buyers Media team. We just brought in another fox right behind you there, so make that 3. Yes, it's been awesome. We started out at 47 hunters, I think, our first year. Then we went into the 60s. Now we're up to 100 people. It's been a great little shot in our little town of Luzerne. These people have been running around all weekend, coming and going. A lot of excitement, just a lot of good fun.
A lot of excitement, and the deadline isn't even.
We're counting down. We got about 5 minutes to go. We're counting down. It's sort of like NASCAR now to get the final finish. But we got 2 more. Another bobcat. We are really setting some records this year. They are just rolling.
Congratulations!
Thank you. Thanks for coming out and covering it. Luzerne, Michigan is just a great place to come and have a little fun and see some nature and just have a good time.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Thanks, Barry.
Good job. Where did the state you get them from?
Over on via Sable.
Okay. Not far from here?
No, over by McKinley. Thank you. How much was it?
24.4.
It is an excellent turnout. Everybody here did great. Biggest turnout we've ever had.
I tell you, the hunters are coming up.
Yes, they are. We've got them from all over the state.
We're looking for another big hunt next year, too.
We are looking for a bigger hunt next year. We don't want to be the biggest. We want to be the best.
You got it. Well, congratulations, Mike. Great activity here.
Thank you for all the help.
We appreciate that. Thank you.
I got 2 and he got 1 in the fox.
Okay, where did you get them? Tell us where it was.
And we got him in Prescott, Michigan.
Oh, okay. All right.
Running with dogs.
All right. This morning
12
or
gauge.
yesterday?
We got them all yesterday.
Oh, okay. All right. And you got fox?
Yeah.
Yep, he got
Okay, where was that? In Prescott?
Prescott also, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
We got the fox. It was 10 after 5.
Okay.
We got him. His last run of the day happened quick. Got lucky. Real lucky.
Took him 3 shots though, but he finally got it.
All right. How's it look out there? There are a lot out there. Do you hear any of them? Or
Oh, there's tons of them. Too many of them.
Yeah.
Tracks everywhere. You can't decide which one to run.
All in all, it was a tremendous hunt that started at 6 p.m. on February 27th and ended at 3 p.m. on March the 1st. The wrap-up banquet at the famous Ma Dieter's, featuring ribs with all the fixins and dessert, was tremendous. Hunter awards and door prizes made for an extremely fun and prosperous weekend for all, including the top winners.
This is what's unique about our hunt versus most hunters. At most hunts, it's the heaviest dog and the most dog, whatever. Any animal here stands a chance. That fox has just as good a chance as a coyote does. Now, of course, more animals in the drawing, the better chance you got. So I need someone to come up and draw. So 43. So this year was rare. This year the heaviest dog's actually going to win the money also. So our heaviest dog is what?
37.6.
On team 29. Team 29, another $1,000. So come on up, get some money. And like I say, guys, this is what we like about it. Just have lots of fun. Thanks, buddy. Let's get your picture. That's a lot of money.
We hope you had a great time. Please fill out those, if you haven't filled them out yet, please fill out those surveys.
Michigan Magazine congratulates all the successful hunters and everyone from hunters to volunteers who took part in the 3rd annual Hunters Roundup, which made it an event to remember. Thanks, Luzerne, Michigan. We're looking forward to next year's Predator Roundup.
Vacation. Don't make the planning of it more than what you're trying to get away from. At northernmichigancabinrentals.com, you can choose from over 2,500 cabins, cottages, lodges, resorts, lakefront vacation home rentals, and more. Whatever experience you're looking for, from rustic to luxury and everything in between. No more rustling with telephone books. No more endless internet searches. Just one site with over 2,500 Northern Michigan destinations. northernmichigancabinrentals.com.
Thanks again for stopping by and joining us for another edition of Michigan Magazine. Here's another reminder that if you'd like more information or take a look at what goes on behind the scenes of our filming of Michigan Magazine, visit our YouTube channels, Spirit of Michigan and Forbidden Michigan. Here you'll find video tidbits not seen on our weekly TV program. Also on Spirit of Michigan, you can scour our video archives being updated and added to weekly from our vault containing 26 years of Michigan exploration. Comments or suggestions? Write our website, michiganmagazinetv.webs.com. Well, with spring officially here, we're gearing up for more new programs and adventures. Yep, we hope to see you on those back roads. Here's this week's phrase of the week. We're living the Great Lakes life. Send it to us via one of the following methods you'll see below. Email or snail mail. Have a great week, and we'll see you on the next edition of Michigan Magazine. We'd like to thank all those that help keep Michigan Magazine on the road. Cops and Donuts Bakery, downtown Clare, a winning combination. Cops and Donuts. Something special's cooking, hot and delicious. Indulge yourself at Morning at Maggie's in Bay City. Omelets, frittatas, hotcakes, and more. Make every day special with a stop at Morning at Maggie's for breakfast or lunch on Saginaw in Bay City. Clemick Sales and Service on Mapes Road, west of Mile, your complete recreational vehicle sales and service connection. Visit their beautiful showroom of new and pre-owned ATVs, lawnmowers, power equipment, snowmobiles, utility vehicles, and more. Clemick Sales and Service is also the home of the American-made Victory motorcycle line on display at Clemick's on Mapes Road, Mile.